What up, everybody? It's your boy Jerry Reviews back at it with another video, here to bring you another anime review. Today we're bringing you one of my favorite isekai animes. Now I'm gonna tell you this now if you don't know what isekai anime is. It is a anime used for it is a anime where a normal person is from Japan and they get sucked into or put in by divine, magical, or some kind of means into another world / universe. Usually a fantasy one, sometimes a sci-fi one. It all depends on the anime, really. But this anime I'm reviewing is called Konosuba. Or Konosuba as it stands, if I remember correctly. Let me find the manga. Fuck's sakes. Okay. There it is. One of them is here. Okay, Konosuba. God bless this beautiful and wonderful a God's blessing on this wonderful world. Is the name of the anime. Now this is a side story of the anime, my bad. That manga that I have for it. But it's basically about this guy named Kazuma Sato who dies while sadly he dies in a very sad way. He is they call him a shut-in NEET as one of his bullied phrases in the anime by one of the main girl leads. But he basically played video games a lot in his house and never went to school. Fuck it. That's all I'm gonna say. He was a typical Swinjo. I just don't give a fuck. Don't go to school. I'm just gonna stay in my house, play video games. And even though he did say he probably did go out a lot. He did go out a lot. They just never showed him going out until that one point in the first episode. Anyways, they're actually pretty short episodes. The fact that there are only 10 episodes each. For each season, there's only 2 seasons out. There's a movie as well. And basically, Kazuma ends up going out and getting the expansion to his favorite video game. And then on his way back, he sees a girl from his school about to be run over by what he perceives to be a truck. And he goes to push her out of the way. And when he realizes it, it's too late. And it's not a truck, it's a tractor. And from the shock of basically doing nothing that was even necessary, he has a either heart attack or something like that, and gets resuscitated and then told what happened and pees his pants. It's just a weird shit. Anyways, he wakes up in a kind of like dome area with this goddess who names I am the goddess Aqua, the goddess of water. I'm also the goddess in charge of Japan. Now here's what I could do for you. I got you 4 options. You can either get reborn or reincarnated. I can send you right to heaven. Or I can reincarnate you in a world where all you have to do is defeat a demon king, and I'll grant you any wish you want. Oh, and even to be fair, I'll give you a weapon to choose from to take you. Match weapon to choose or something like that. Item to choose to take with you. And she starts to make fun of him about how he dies and everything, and it pisses him off. And when he finally says, you know what, fuck this. I'm not gonna take this from you. He said, I can choose one thing, right? I choose you to take with me. And she laughs and thinks that's not possible until, I guess, a subordinate or like an angel comes up and says, Kazuma Sato's choices falls in our guidelines, and therefore you are welcome. They basically get sucked up into this like magical portal that puts them in the world. Anyways, the thing about her being Aqua being a goddess is she's also pretty much fucking useless. Meaning she is like fucking completely useless. She's not useless, but she's not great at her abilities, and everyone, when she explains to everyone she's a goddess, no one fucking believes her. Even in season 2, when she goes to her own sect, her own small fucking, I would say, city, that's basically everyone in the fucking city is a worshiper of her, and she claims that she's their goddess, they don't believe her. I'm like, what the Granted, I really feel bad for Aqua at that point because because that was just sad. I'm like, if I was Aqua, I would give some divine judgment. And they're like, how dare you laugh at, because they laughed at her. Few laughed at her. And, anyways, long story short, they meet up with a bunch of, two other adventurers, and they get to form a party. One being a girl named Darkness, whose class is a, Crusader, which is a knight. The only problem is Darkness is a fucking masochist, like a highest level of masochist you can ever be, to the point where what she did was she maxed out her defense stats, but did nothing about her attack stats. So she's a literal fucking tank, so she can get the crap beat out of her, but like she will enjoy it because she's a masochist. But when she goes time to fight and use a sword, she'll miss every attack she tries to use. She tries to use with the sword. Every swing she hit with a sword, she will miss. Then there's Megumin, who joins the party before Darkness, and she's an arch wizard from the Crimson Demon Clan, who's actually, I can show you a picture of. That's Megumin. Right there. Who's also my favorite character. And she uses magic, being the fact that her magic is, one spell, and it's called Explosion, which, I say, it's a very powerful spell, but the downside is she can only use it once per day, and once she uses it, she literally can't move. And what I mean by that is she literally just flops down and like needs to be carried for a little bit until she can move again. To the point where, in the anime, by season 2, her explosion spell becomes so powerful that it's equivalent to, I would consider, a nuclear bomb. And it's that powerful. Also, this anime is so fucking funny. I'll give this now. Best girl for me is Aqua. Aqua might be a fucking, like, crybaby. Useless at some times. You know what, fuck, I'm gonna say this. To this day, she did single-handedly at one point defeat one of the Demon King's generals. Oh yeah, there's 3 Demon King generals, and sorry, my best girl is Wiz. My second best girl is Aqua. Aqua is also Wiz is a demon general who actually doesn't want to be a Demon King's general at all. It's a whole long story. So there's 2 Demon King generals that are on their side, and then the rest are all against them. They killed 3 in total. 2 in the series and 1 in the movie they made. The 2 generals they killed was a Dalhan, which is in season 1, and in the end of season 2 they killed which would be considered a corrosive slime demon general, which literally Aqua defeats with divine God's Requiem, which is basically where she runs at you full force and gathers a bunch of magic fist shit and punches the crap out of you. And since Aqua is a goddess, all undead creatures and ghosts and all that, she's able to send to the next life. So there's a scene where every time Wiz pisses her off or something, like she cries on Wiz or something, her tears make Wiz start to die. Kazuma is an adventurer class, which means he's supposed to be the weakest class, but it also means he can learn skills from every other class there is. And of the classes he has Steel from the Thief class, which basically is, he just has Steel, and then it's based on his luck, which is skills. He has a high luck skill, so also high intelligence, everything else. But high luck, and whatever it is, he can steal something, obviously. Sometimes, the first time he uses it, he steals the girl who taught to him his panties. But, yeah. I'm just gonna say this now. Of all the party people in this, Kazuma is technically not the weakest, is the strongest one, because he just doesn't give a shit. Because he's not weak in per se, and when he does fight, he usually wins. Also, Kazuma is a strong believer of gender equality, which I go right forward, head forward, in my opinion. And he gets the butt heads with a bunch of the other ones. My favorite scene, though, happens to be in what episode it was, but it was an episode where they end up getting a mansion finally, and they live in a mansion, and their mansion also happens to be haunted. And Cosmo's about to go to sleep, and he wakes up and turns over and sees like a doll, and then turns over again, wakes up, the doll's a little closer, turns up, wakes over a doll, then he wakes up, and then there's a bunch of dolls everywhere. They're all possessed by ghosts, and the whole thing leads to another. Anyways, if you want to watch a funny scene, just go look up Konosuba haunted doll scene, and you will laugh your fucking ass off. I'm sorry, it's just one of those funniest scenes. I love that scene. It was the closest I've got to an actual horror moment in like an anime that's not about horror at all. I mean, I was laughing so hard. Anyways, then there's Aqua. Then there's his other ability called Drain, which basically Wiz taught to him. It's a demon, a lich ability, and it basically what he can do is touch someone and then drain their energy out of them into him, or he can touch someone and then touch another person and drain their energy into that person. Or another one is called Lurk, which is basically it just allows him to turn to a quick shadow and get away for real quick. Create Water, which just creates a stream of water. That's about it that I've learned. Oh yeah, he has one ability where he can shoot arrows, and another one. At this point now, he has. That's about it so far. That's about it so far. He has all his abilities that I know of. I mean, definitely go watch Konosuba if you haven't watched it. It's pretty good anime. Sorry if I sound like out of it today. I just don't feel right. I had a hard work day, everything, you know. But I'll try to come back tomorrow with more energy and everything like it is. Hope to see you guys soon. Peace.
向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。近づかなきゃてめえをぶちのめせないんでな。ほほう。では十分近づくがよい。Let me show you how to scratch it.